This is John chapter 15. Jesus talks about the vine and the branches. You're probably familiar with it, but let me remind us. Jesus basically says, I am the vine, you are the branches, I've made you clean, you're in me, you're not trying to earn salvation, I've given that to you, but remain in me so you can bear much fruit. He says, apart from me, you can do absolutely nothing. Nothing. He's very bold about that. But he says, if you will remain attached to me, allow me to nourish you, allow me to provide you the confidence that you're in me, you will bear much fruit. Let me just read it because it's so powerful. Jesus says, I am the true vine, my Father is the vine dresser. Every branch in me that does not bear fruit, he takes it away. Every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes it, so that it will be even more fruitful. Already you are clean because of the word that I have spoken to you. Abide in me, and I in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit by itself unless it abides in the vine, neither can you unless you abide in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. Whoever abides in me, and I in him, he it is that bears much fruit. For apart from me, you can do nothing. Powerful words. Jesus made it clear. He's not talking about earning salvation here. He says, you're clean because I've made you clean. You're justified. If you're in Christ, you're fully adopted, justified. You are forever, in him eternally. But what Jesus says is that we're called to remain in him, to pursue him, to prioritize him, to focus on him. And he says, if you do that, you will bear much fruit. If you don't, if you go off and just face this thing on your own, you're not any different than an old dead branch that's good for nothing but to be burned. I mean, that's what he says. He says, apart from me, you'll do nothing. You remain in me, you will bear much fruit. And so when we say, do you know your place? Are you attached to the vine? Are you being nourished? See, Joshua needed to know that the only reason he was going to lead the people successfully across the river was because God had given him the confidence that was about to take place. And the same is true for us. People have talked about, I've said before, one of the most familiar questions that people ask a pastor is, what is God's will for my life? Well, I just read it. Jesus said, just remain attached to me, you will bear much fruit.